morning, pals. Today is May 14th, and I haven't done any filming yet this week because I've been both unwell and also really busy working on my manuscript, which is what I'm going to be doing today, what we're going to be doing today. And so I thought I wanted to take a shot at doing a writing vlog because I always enjoy watching them. I think they're really fun. And I thought maybe you guys would like them too. If you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, this is a new angle of my workspace for you to see. You normally only see me with my background. I keep looking at my monitor instead of you guys because I'm used to my webcam being right up there while I'm filming, but now you're over here. But yeah, so over here I've just got my little drawers which keep a lot of my writing stuff in it or some business stuff. I've got my cards that I have for mailing, 2 sets of cards, some stamps, the coral prints. I also have, you guys are gonna love this, I have my wax sealing kit for when I send letters. I love my wax seals. A lot of people say that you can't put them through the mail, but you can. You just have to add, at least in the state that I live, you just have to add an extra ounce stamp, which is a 15-cent stamp. But yeah, so I've done the things I need to do this morning. I fed my cat, I did a little bit of work. I've got some frosted Cheerios. Blessed invention. And my big jar of water. I've talked about my big jar of water before in some videos, but I didn't actually show it in that video. This is my big jar. It's almost as big as my head. See? Full of water, and I got my straw. Because if I tried to drink out of this, I would definitely spill all of this all over me. I am a klutz. And you can see my straw. No, I am a klutz. I'm a major klutz. And I don't really trust myself to drink out of, like, big open sources on cups. Unless it's, like, a plastic cup, but, like, glass scares me. So, yeah, so we're just gonna hop into doing some writing. You're just gonna watch me, maybe I'll show you some keyboard action. Just pop on my headset and let's go. But you didn't necessarily see my headset against my already very black hair showing up on camera. I'm sneak. Alright, let's go. Today, we're going to be working. Maybe I should tell you what I'm doing today. Right now we're going to be going into my manuscript, Down the Fox Path. This is my Little Red Riding Hood inspired retelling. I'm gonna really have to like research into it, but semi-inspired by, but it's my Little Red Riding Hood retelling, and last night, I hit the 20,000 word mark. Woohoo, 20,000 words. I'm aiming just for 50,000 standard novel length. It is a fantasy, so those typically, an adult or YA, tend to lean more towards 70 or 100,000, especially if you break into adult novels. You can afford to have a lot more words and a lot more pages because the adult reader has appreciated and can stand the slow burn that comes with having a lot more pages and a lot more words, whereas a YA reader doesn't necessarily have the capacity to sometimes always love the slow burn. It's written in a more of an adult way, but could definitely have crossover. But today, we've just escaped from some cultists, so that's fun. Always fun to break out of the grasp of some cultists. So, the last lines I have written are, "The putrid scent of death, wafted over the flowers and herbs surrounding her, drips of black ooze." And that's actually a strategic thing I've learned, is that when you're done with a writing session, to leave off in the middle of a sentence. So it normally helps you jump right back into where you were, whereas if you had ended the sentence, you have to think about how to start the next one, but if you've left off in the middle of the sentence, normally you know where you were going with it. So, drips of black ooze, splattering on her cloak as they burn through the delicate leaves protecting her. She's hiding from this monster. She will find out about if you buy and read my book. Alright, let's hop right into this. I say that too much. Let's hop right into this. For someone who can't hop around a lot, I sure do say let's hop around a lot. That's a new action, new line. Whenever you have a new action, someone talking, someone entering the scene, if you've changed topics, always create a new line. Always. I'm not afraid of having several short chunks of lines. I mean, if anything, I can fix it later in formatting, but it's always a good idea to make sure that you're always separating out your paragraphs by what's happening. Unless, of course, the action is something that goes along with the action that happened at the start of the paragraph. So if it's a fight scene and a singular character is, throwing punches and kicks, you don't necessarily have to have, oh, she punched him, then she kicked him, then she threw a sword at him. Like, it doesn't all have to be a new paragraph. That can all be contained into one because it's one singular character doing these several actions. But if the actions were drastically different from each other, like she punched him, she kicked him, thrusting as hard as she could, new line, then she fell. So you could either have then she fell in the first paragraph or in the second paragraph because it's an action that is different than the first set of actions that happened. You want to come up? Okay, so I'm doing some research, trying to look into a snake. I typed snake into Google, and the first thing that popped up was a game. Let's play it. Oh my gosh, I can play this. Oh, I bonked his head. Let's play again. I just forget, are you just supposed to make sure he doesn't eat his tail along with hitting the edge? Alright, that's enough. Alright, trying to look into why people see snakes as slimy, because I know snakes definitely aren't slimy growing up in the Midwest. I'm playing with snakes. Not outside, of course. I wouldn't go outside and find a random snake. But the college in my town has a reptile house, and so they would often bring them to either various events for children, at the library, at the schools, or homeschool groups, so I gotta play with the snakes a lot. I'm just looking at the picture, why do people think they look slimy? I'm not gonna get copyright struck for that, right? It's just my ringtone. No, never mind. That goes against some things I've already written. You see, this is the great part about writing a dirty draft, is that it doesn't have to be perfect. Here I am talking without a script, and I'm as much of a klutz talking as I am walking. But a dirty draft doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to get, you know, your bare minimums down. I still write in pretty great detail, but I'm not as concerned with making sure that every scene has a bunch of detail and that I fully described everything that the main character can see. It's like I've noted things, and I'll write notes in brackets, and yeah, so with the dirty draft I don't have to super worry about a lot of these details that sometimes I find myself worrying about as I'm writing, which is then when I usually say, Xanna, this is a dirty draft, like, just calm down, just keep moving on. Put it in brackets, put it in bold, just move on. So this is an instance where I'm just going to put it in brackets. Describe fox spirit in up close detail. There we go. I need to figure out how to accurately, like, write the sounds that those creatures make. Because right now all I have is click, 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 which in my mind is something like, you know, kind of creepy, or I'll write it as like a clicking noise or a trilling kind of noise as the noise that the creatures make, so that's something I need to do. There are two birds that are trying to get with each other outside my window, and I really wish that they wouldn't. Go away. I'm working here, that's indecent. But yeah, so this scene is almost done. I'm almost done writing it, which is great. We're at 72 pages, double-spaced in Google Docs with no breaks for chapters or anything. I've just been doing like a tilde asterisk tilde to break up each scene, because I'm not worrying about breaking up chapters right now or making sure that, you know, all my specific scenes that I want grouped together are in one group and everything. I'm just writing. If there's a scene change or a time skip, I'll do my little page break, and then I just keep writing. So realistically, I've probably got maybe like 75 pages, because 75 to 80 pages, because when you're formatting, if you're formatting properly, you'll start each chapter about either 4 double spaces down the page or a third of the way down the page, because that's where you'll put your chapter header and things like that as you're writing. Ooh, I know. Instead of the monster running away, you could have someone slay the monster. Alright. You see, I'm not a strict outliner or a strict pantser. I'm a planster. So I've got the main key points all plotted out, and then whatever happens in between it, I don't care. As long as I get from point A to L, I don't care about any of the letters in between. As long as I get back to L, it doesn't matter. Alright, so for today's session we have gotten Eliza away from cultists and possibly to safety. Who knows? We'll have to find out. And so I think I might just keep trucking, try and get the next scene hammered out, or figure out what I want to do with it. Get some more outlining going, because that's another thing I do. I have an outline I've written before I even started writing the story, but then I also like to outline as I keep writing, as things kind of change throughout the book or anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I hope that you had a fun time watching today's writing vlog. Let me know if you like them, let me know if you want more of them. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!